Hey, Lindsay. I just wanted to thank you for today. I know that it hasn't been easy for you.
Oh, Frida, no. Thank you so much for all that you've done for me. I really don't think that I could have done this on my own. So thank you for being there. Knowing that I had your support made me feel all the better about the whole thing.
Well, I still remember when my husband passed away, so I suppose I could empathize quite well. But I'm just glad that I was able to be of some service to you. I know that it hasn't been easy.
It really isn't. I mean, I just never imagined myself having to run a funeral this early in my life.
Oh yes, I remember thinking the exact same thing, actually. It was tough then as well.
But I'm just glad that Harold is finally in the ground. I just keep telling myself that he's gone to rest, and he'll just be asleep for a long time.
Lindsay, what about you? How are you doing? Are you okay?
I don't really think that I'm okay. Thank you. I suppose I haven't fully accepted that my husband is gone.
Of course. I mean, I'm his mother, and I still can't believe that he's gone. So I can't imagine what you must be going through as his wife right now.
I just don't understand how this happened. I mean, the day started like any other day would, and then suddenly I got the phone call. It was from his office, and they had told me that he collapsed while at work. Something to do with anemia or something. I was scared, but thought that a simple trip to the ER would fix things. But then he just never woke up. I just didn't think he'd be gone so quickly.
Yes, I think you and I both know how hard of a worker Harold was. Maybe we always knew that he was working himself too hard, but he just didn't say anything.
I know what you mean. I just keep feeling like this is all my fault. If only I had something, or watched out for his health better.
It's nobody's fault at all, Lindsay, so please, whatever you do, don't blame yourself for this. Harold died of natural causes that could affect any one of us.
I know. But I just don't know how I'm supposed to live without him. I mean, Jenny is still just in elementary school.
Oh, of course. How is Ginny? How is she taking all of this?
Oh, she's really quite depressed, actually. I mean, it was her father, for crying out loud. I think that she might be in a bit of shock, honestly.
Yes, I can't imagine what that poor little girl is going through right now. But I just know that she's going to get through this and come out all the stronger for it. I mean, that's just how this goes. These things happen and we're left behind to pick up the pieces and move on. It's the only thing we can do. Time passes whether we like it or not, so it's okay to let yourself feel bad for now.
I know that you're right, but I just can't see myself ever getting over something like this. I feel like I'm really at my lowest point, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm ever going to move forward from all of this at all.
I know that you'll be okay. It'll hurt and it will take time to heal, and you'll hate every second of it. But you'll get over this. And besides, you've got to think about your daughter now. And of course, I'm thinking about the two of you all the time. Especially now. So please, call me on if you ever need anything.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I would hate to be a burden on you, Frida.
Lindsay, I know that you're just my daughter-in-law, but I want you to know that I think you as family. I know that Harold is gone, but that doesn't mean we have nothing to do with each other anymore. We are still family, and you will always have me in your corner.
Frida, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Of course. So please, just let me know if there's anything that I can do for you or Ginny during this time or ever. I mean, my son is gone as well, and I'm also struggling to think about how I can move on from this.
Thank you so much for all of your kind words. I really mean that. Actually, since you say that, there is something that I'd like to talk with you about.
Yes, of course. Whatever you need. What can I do for you, Lindsay?
Well, right now, the thing that I'm worried most about is money, you see. I mean, we really didn't have that much in the way of savings. And of course, Harold had a life insurance policy taken out on himself, but I wanted to leave that money for Jenny when she goes to college.
Oh, of course, and I know how expensive school has gotten these days. Would you like me to support you and Ginny for a little bit? Is that what you're asking?
I feel just awful asking for money so soon after Harold is gone, but it really is what's at the forefront of my mind when I think of what comes next. I hope it's not too much to ask to borrow about $2,000. This funeral was much more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you don't need to borrow anything. I'm going to give you that money and you don't even think about paying it back.
I don't know if I could do that to you, Frida. I would feel so bad.
Well, I just told you that I wanted to be there for you and Ginny in any way that I could. You and I are family, and there's nothing that you should feel bad about asking me for.
Frida, thank you so much. I don't know what else to say right now, but thank you.
Of course. If Harold knew that I was just handing out money, I know that he'd be upset. But you and I both know how cheap he could be, rest his soul. And don't worry about the funeral. I'll cover everything. After all, it's not just your husband's funeral. It's my son's as well.
Oh, Frida, just thank you again. I really, really can't put into words how much I appreciate that.
Hey, Lindsay, I was just wondering how you've been lately. Is Ginny doing well?
Oh, hello, Frida. I'm really, really sorry for not having gotten in touch with you sooner. Things have just been so busy, and I've hardly had any time to myself.
You know you don't need to worry about that. After all, you must have your hands very full with Ginny. I'm not surprised at all that you're so busy.
Yes, quite so. But is there anything that I can do for you? Did you want to talk to me about something?
Oh no, there really isn't any particular reason why I'm messaging, really. I was just thinking that it had been a while since you and I had last talked, and I just wanted to check in on you. I hope that you are all doing well, eating right, all of that stuff.
Yes, actually. I've finally started to get my appetite back, and since I've been eating more, I've started to feel more energetic. After all, I still have so much work that needs to be done, so I can't let myself slow down now.
I see. Well, I hope that you're also remembering to get a proper amount of sleep, too.
Well, that's a different story. I just have so many thoughts swirling around in my head at night, and I still find it hard to go to sleep at a good time.
Oh, I see. Well, if you think it might be help, I'd be happy to take care of Ginny for a bit if you'd like. You know, if you think that you'd like some time on your own.
Oh no, you don't have to do that. We're just fine, thank you very much.
But aren't you quite busy with everything? I mean, are you sure that you don't need any help around the house or with chores or anything? I just thought if I took Ginny for a day, you might be able to rest for a bit.
I am telling you that we are just fine. I really don't need you to take Jenny at all, so please stop trying to butt in.
I'm really sorry. I guess I didn't realize that I was overstepping my bounds that much.
Well, you are. You're being quite nosy, and I need you to step away and let us live our lives. Stop treating me like an idiot.
I am really sorry if there's some kind of misunderstanding, but I don't think that at all.
Of course you do. It's obvious you don't think I'm capable of taking care of my own daughter.
No, of course not. I just thought that it would be difficult doing this all on your own. I'm really terribly sorry for upsetting you. I was only wanting to help, I promise.
You know, it's people like you who just put on a friendly face while looking down on others that I really, really hate. So how about you just butt out of my life? I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself and Jenny just fine.
Lindsay, please, can't we just talk for a little bit? I don't think there's any need for this kind of reaction.
No! I'm not in the wrong here, you are. I won't hear anything else about it. Now I'm very, very busy, so I would appreciate it if you keep these messages to yourself. I really don't have time to indulge you in these boring conversations that make me feel like I want to sleep.
Yes, of course. I am very sorry, and I am in the wrong here.
Well, if you really think so, then just stop messaging me already. I just want you to leave us alone.
Of course, I'm sorry that I messaged at a bad time. I will try to be more careful in the future. But I don't think I can just stop messaging you. You're my daughter-in-law.
No, I am not. My husband is dead, which means that you and I are nothing to each other at all. So how about you just leave me alone? I really don't want you to have anything to do with our lives at all.
But what about Ginny? Are you telling me that you're not going to let me see my own granddaughter? I don't know if I'll be able to take that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll tell Jenny that she's not to talk to you ever again. And then, over time, she'll just forget all about you. So you should just do the same thing to us. You have no idea how hard I've been working ever since Harold passed away. Grandma, are you there? It's me, Jenny. Do you still remember who I am?
Wait, Jenny? Is it really you?
Yes, it's really me, Grandma. I'm so sorry for not reaching out to you earlier.
Oh, sweetie, you have nothing to be sorry for at all. It's been so long since I last saw you. How have you been? Are you okay? Oh, you have no idea just how much I've missed you.
I've missed you a lot too, Grandma.
I mean, I think the last time that I even saw you was about 3 years ago, right? That must mean that you're just starting middle school right now, is that correct? I bet you've grown so much.
Yeah, I'm just starting middle school now. That's right, Grandma.
Jenny, is everything okay? I mean, I remember that way back then your mom told me that she would tell you not to reach out to me.
That's right. That's what my mom told me to do, but I really need your help right now, Grandma.
You need my help? What do you mean? What's going on?
Grandma, do you think you could adopt me? Could I please become your kid instead?
I don't understand what you mean. Why in the world would you ask me to do something like that?
I just can't do this anymore. I'm barely in middle school, and my mom is already putting me out to work. But that means that I can put money into the house. I promise that I won't be any trouble to you at all, so please, can I just stay at your house for a bit?
Ginny, just one moment. What is going on at home that makes you want to do this? I mean, is your mom doing something that makes you want to come here to my house or something?
Yes. My mom is just so scary now. I hate living here, and I want to run away and live with you.
What do you mean that your mom is scary? Can you please tell me what's going on to make you feel this way?
It's my mom. She's just so scary. If I'm not a good girl, then my mom won't give me any food at all. Sometimes when I'm bad, she throws water on me and makes me stand outside. Other times, she'll throw plates or cups at me. And then she makes me clean it up when she's done.
You mean that your mom is really doing all of these things to you?
That's right. And that's why I don't want to be with her anymore. Please, you have to do something to help me.
I don't even know what to say right now, Ginny. I'm so sorry that I haven't been there for you all these years. I really had no idea at all that your mom was treating you like this the whole time. Do you have any reason why she would be doing this? I mean, what would make her treat you like this?
I don't know. The thing is that my mom has always been like this.
What do you mean your mom has always been like this? I don't understand.
I mean that ever since Daddy died, Mom has always been like this. Even Dad used to be mad at Mom when she got like this.
I still don't think that I understand. Could you tell me a little more about what's going on? I mean, what all has your mom been doing?
Well, Mom was always spending way too much money, and I think that really upset Dad. And then it just stressed Dad out more because then he had to work harder for more money. He was always working overtime and always would be coming home late. I think that's why Dad got sick. It was all Mom's fault. She drove him to overwork himself.
Is that true? Did your mom really do all that? I mean, I always thought that your mom was so kind and sweet.
She only ever acts that way in front of you, though. It's all an act. But whenever she isn't around other people, she always treats me so horribly. But she was always so scary, and I've just been so lonely ever since Dad passed away.
You know, it wasn't so long after your dad died that your mom actually told me that she didn't want me talking to you anymore. I always thought that she had been so sweet before and was wondering what happened to make her react like that. But I guess she really was just hiding who she really was from me this whole time.
My mom is such a selfish person. All she does is insult me all day. And even after Dad's funeral, she was saying how she suckered you into paying for everything.
Did she really say that about me? So I guess that means it really was just an act this whole time. And I suppose that I feel for her like the sucker I am.
But I don't want to live with Mom anymore. I just can't stand living with her. That's why I want to go and live with you. So please, Grandma, can't you help me?
Of course, dear. A girl your age shouldn't be growing up like that at all. I can't believe that Lindsay has been treating my poor granddaughter like this. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to figure out what we can do to get you out of there. Hello, Lindsay. It's been a while, hasn't it? I was wondering if now was a good time to talk?
Excuse me? Just what do you think you're doing right now? I thought I told you that I wanted you to forget all about us, didn't I? Here I thought I'd finally gotten rid of you since it had been years since we'd talked. So, just what do you want, and why do I have a bad feeling about all of this?
Oh, well, I am so sorry for not being able to forget about you, but I just have something very important to talk to you about. I'm going to be taking Ginny with me, and she will be living with me from now on.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What is this? What is this all about?
I mean that I'm with Ginny right now, and I'm not going to be giving her back at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you can't actually think that I'm going to let you get away with this, right? I mean, did you really take my child without asking me?
Well, she talked to me about the hardships that you've been putting her through, and about how you've been keeping food from her when you think that she's been bad. Don't you realize the kind of damage that you could be doing to your daughter by not feeding her? That's why I'm going to be taking her away from you.
I told you this years ago, and I will tell you the same thing right now. We don't need any of your help. We don't want it, and we don't need it, so just go away.
That isn't true. Ginny came to ask me for help. She does need help, and I will be there to help her. I am going to be taking care of her from here on out. Do you understand?
Do you even realize what it is that you've done? I mean, did you really think that you can just kidnap my daughter like this? Don't you realize that you're committing a crime?
Do you really not understand what it means for Ginny to come to me for help?
She really? I told her not to contact you anymore. Why would she do this?
She did it because she hated living with you and she wanted to come and live safely with me. And believe it or not, I trust her and I think that any court would believe her as well.
I don't get it. How could this be happening? I don't get how she could betray me like this.
She didn't betray you because you were never on her side to begin with. She clearly thinks that I'm much better suited to raise her than you are.
I don't get it. How could she do this? I did all that I could to try and make her forget all about you. I tried to make her forget that you even existed.
Well, you should know that all that did was make Ginny terrified of you, but she's calmed down quite a bit now that she's with me. It's almost like when Harold was little, Ginny looked so much like him.
I see what this is. You really are nosy, just like your son, too. Do you know that? He was always so annoying while he was alive. He was always trying to tell me what to do, and I was just sick of it. I was glad when he was finally gone and I could live my life how I wanted to.
Oh, please. I heard from Ginny all about how much money you've been spending and how you were always making Harold work harder and harder for money.
You don't know what you're talking about at all. I was the one who was working so hard. All I did was want just a little bit of luxury in my life, and I was vilified for it.
You wanted just a little bit of luxury? Well, that's certainly not what Ginny was making it sound like. She told me about all how you've never done anything to provide for her and how much you made her suffer.
Well, she doesn't know what she's talking about either. She's just a little girl. The truth is that Harold should have been making more money. And I told him the same thing over and over again. I told him that he wasn't doing enough to provide for us and that he needed to work harder and quit complaining. He was a useless husband, a useless father, and an all-around useless man.
It's all your fault, isn't it? You're the reason that my poor son died. You kept pushing him to make more and more money for you, and you pushed and pushed until he collapsed.
And you're trying to say that it's my fault that he didn't have the toughness to stick it out and work hard for his family? But that has nothing to do with me at all. Anyways, you are going to return my daughter to me right now, or else I'm going to call the police. Do you understand me?
That's what I should be saying to you right now. I'm going to make you pay for the way that you made my son and granddaughter suffer. Just you wait.
Hey! What the heck is going on here, huh? Why are the police at my house right now? Did you call the cops on me? Is that what's going on right now?
I know that you're home right now, so why don't you just come outside like an adult and face the consequences of your actions?
No. You think I'm just going to do that? What would I even have to say to the police? I still don't understand why they're here right now.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you serious? You really have no clue why the police might be at your place right now? Even after all the horrible things that you've put your own daughter through, you really can't guess why they might have responded to my report? Do you have any idea how thin Ginny is? I still just don't understand how you could do this. I mean, really, what kind of mother are you?
But, I mean, you didn't have to call the cops on me. What's the matter with you? Have you gone crazy or something? Why would you do this to me?
I'm crazy? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something like that? I mean, really, I just finished typing out all the reasons why you deserve to have the police called on you, didn't I? Ginny told me how you dumped a bucket of water over her head and then made her sleep outside all night. That's just sick! I understand that different parents have different ways to discipline their children, but this is just taking things way too far. Now just be an adult and give yourself up to the police. It's over, don't you get that?
You think that you can just back me into a corner like this and try to get me to do what you want? You think this is any way to treat a poor, struggling single mother? I don't know what kind of lies you've been telling my daughter, but I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Can you please stop trying to pretend like you're the victim in all of this? It really is just pathetic, do you know that? You were literally malnourishing your daughter. She could have been seriously hurt, and I heard from your neighbors about how they could hear you shouting at Ginny every single night.
You mean that even the neighbors could hear what was going on inside the house? I don't get it. Don't they have better things to do than eavesdrop?
It's over. You have nobody who is going to take your side because they all know the kind of person that you really are. I am going to take care of Ginny and give her a much better life than you ever could.
But, wait. If you're going to take her, could you at least give me some money for her?
Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something?
No, please. You don't know how expensive it's been taking care of a child with only one income. I just need a few $100s a month is all.
I am not going to be paying a single cent. In fact, this whole conversation is over. Just give yourself up and let's be done with this whole thing. After that, the police arrested Lindsay, while Child Protective Services explained that I would be given custody of Ginny because of Lindsay's neglect. After some paperwork, the handover was official and I was finally taking care of my granddaughter again. As for Lindsay, she was tried by court for her criminal neglect and punished for what she had done. Ever since, I haven't heard a single word from her, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Apparently, Lindsay had been in some financial trouble for a while, and she wasn't even talking to her parents anymore because she had stolen from them. I really have no idea what kind of life she's going to have once she gets out of jail. While she's locked up, however, I have been telling everyone who might know her that she is to know nothing about where Ginny is located. I want to do as much as I can to protect my granddaughter from her horrible mother. If Ginny is going to want a relationship with her mother in the future, when she's an adult, then that's her right and I won't stop her. But for now, it's my duty to protect her and make sure she grows up to be that adult first. Thank you for watching! If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this!